Hey everybody, I am David, and today is going to be my DCTV weekly rankings, where I'm going to be ranking all the DCTV shows. I'm going to say right off the bat, though, that this week is a little bit harder to rank them because the CW shows in particular felt more like a TV movie, where I think all four parts, all four shows, felt like it should be seen as like one entity. But I'm going to try my best to separate them and say which part one, part two, part three, part four, did I like the most. This will also include Gotham this week because Gotham returned this week. Next week it's going to be their mid-season finale along with all the other shows. So maybe next week will be a little bit easier. So let's get this one right off the bat. Gotham comes dead last this week. Not because it was a bad episode. I thought it was a good episode. I just felt compared to what the CW was doing this week, it was a little weak. So there we go. I enjoyed all the stuff that was going on in Gotham this week. Just not quite as good as the CW stuff because their crossovers are usually a lot of fun. Which now brings us to the order of the crossovers. How would I rank them this week? The more I thought about it, it made sense for me to rank them this way. The first episode I would rank is part one, the Supergirl episode. Reason why, it was setting up a lot of stuff. So I think that's what it was used wisely for, though. So that's not to knock it down. I think they really gave us a really great setup for what was to come in the other three parts. So part one, the Supergirl episode, is definitely my least favorite of the four parts, but still a really solid, really great episode. It set up things perfectly. Number two, I'm going to say, was part two, the Arrow episode. And I thought this episode was really well executed. They gave us the villains. They gave us the showdown, specifically between the three main villains and the three big heroes. That was like their Wonder Woman, Batman, and Superman moment from Batman v Superman. That's where the big three take down the bad guys. Well, they don't take them down, but it was a really cool fight there. And I think they set up more stuff for things for us to get excited about. There were a lot of really cool fight scenes, a lot of great character moments. So part two is definitely would be the next one. The next one on the list would be part three, the Flash episode. Once again, pushing it even more, giving us more to get excited about, bringing characters like Captain Cold or Citizen Cold, Wentworth Miller, into the crossover, along with a new character named the Ray. We get an interesting execution scene where we think our heroes are going to get executed. Things start to get intense, and it even leaves us on a note where we're asking ourselves, holy shit, what is going to happen next? Which easily brings us to part four of the crossover on our list, on my list, being the best episode of the four, where each episode just got better and better for me. Part four wraps it up in a really great bow, wrapping up all the stories that they started with in part one and continuing it, and you feel satisfied with how it ends. Even giving us some sad moments with the character dying. No spoilers. If you haven't seen it, please go check this crossover out. It's the best crossover that the Arrowverse has done, in my opinion. They make us feel that sadness, that loss, along with all the heroes that are affected, who are close to this character. They wrap up the villains really nicely. They leave the door open for one of them. And they give us a happy ending. Not just with one marriage, but with two. And yeah, with that, I thought definitely part 4 is all of them are really great parts, which is why it was hard for me to really rank them properly, because you really do need all 4 parts to look at it as one. And but if I had to split it down, yeah, that's the way I would put it. It just got better and better with each part, and that's how I would rank it. So it was an easy week this week for DCTV ranking. So let me go through that again. Gotham. The episode was it was episode 10 of Gotham. They're 10 episodes in, while the CW shows are all 8 episodes in. The episode was titled Things That Go Boom. And yeah, that's the least favorite. And then part 1, part 2, part 3, and part 4 of the Arrowverse, which would be Crisis on Earth X, which would be, the order was Supergirl and Arrow, and then Flash and Legends. So Legends, because you were the ending, the closing statement of the special, this 4-part special, you got the winning edge. You were lucky you were the last show to air, I guess. So be happy you got to wrap it all up. With that being said, guys, yeah, this was an easy week. I don't think I should have even done a video for this, but, you know, I want to do this as a weekly thing whenever there's new episodes, more than 2 episodes of a show, so, and put a little bit of my thoughts out there. So tell me what you guys thought. Did you really enjoy Crisis on Earth X? Or are you a Gotham fan and just loved Gotham only and said the Earth X stuff, I could have lived without all that crap? I would think you're crazy, and I guess you're not really a huge DC fan, but for someone who loves all these superheroes, DC and Marvel, Crisis on Earth X made a great month for superhero fans. I mean, Punisher, Thor Ragnarok, Justice League, and then now this. I mean, for me, it has been an amazing month for being a superhero fan. So with that being said, I'm ending this video here. I hope you guys like, subscribe, and until next week. Next week, we're getting all the mid-season finales. Everyone's going to be on equal track. Gotham, Arrow, Flash, Legends, Supergirl, they're all equal next week. Let's see how they're going to wrap up for this year. And until then, take care.